Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, the Bills, a team trending upwards the last few years. Losers to KC in the AFC title game last season, but now in the Super Bowl seeking that elusive first ever title.
And I like what you just said there about how they're trending. This feels like the 1990s again when this Bills franchise went to the Super Bowl 4 straight years. They came up empty each time, but now they think that after last year's appearance in the AFC title game, this could be the year. And let's face it, those 1990s teams, they're rooting for them in a big way, as well as this tremendous fan base.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. But I think the ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Tackled by A.J. Epinesa.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks 7, Bills 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got a man, complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Allen to throw it. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Seahawks 10-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah,
he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Eight yards to go on second down. Now Allen. Steps away to his left. Then he finds Beasley complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw again on second down. Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for Beasley. Got him on the slant. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 43. Play action. Now it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. To the air, Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Allen now on third and goal. He'll buy some time right, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tommy Sweeney there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And you think on third down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
1st and 10 at the 24.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Being chased out left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida there to make the grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Allen going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
Wilson's throw taken in by Snead. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and 1.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Dancing to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call.
They've got his man complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. For DK Metcalf, we know all about that sprinter speed that he has. It was definitely on display there as he's able to pick up good yardage after the catch. Now Myers for the extra point. that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Seahawks 28, Bills 24. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you had periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And again, it's Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Allen's throw caught by Sanders. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he doesn't, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Now Allen again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
I'm not sure, Brandon. We've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Pushing his way through. Pushes past him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's caught left side by John Brown.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Carson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bills 24. Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Again, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Buying time, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Carson.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Wilson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Able to knock it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance,
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson. This is going to be caught. It's John Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Here's Carson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
For the Seahawks field goal at 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.